Hello viewers, welcome once again to my YouTube channel Micro Teaching English. I am Subhash Bandyopadhyay with the mission to impart some new lessons in English. Today I have decided to send to you a video entitled Know the Subject and Predicate. Subject is about which or whom a sentence is, and predicate including the verb is anything that is spoken about the subject. In the 5 kinds of sentences according to meaning, we can know the subject quite easily. We can have a play-by method. Suppose we are talking about an assertive sentence. Cocks crow in the morn. Here, the sentence is about cocks. So, cocks is the subject, and if you cover up the word cocks, the rest of the sentence, which will remain after that, is the predicate. In the same manner, we can also find out other sentences. Let's test it in the interrogative. Interrogative sentences, as you know, are of 2 kinds: information questions and simple questions. Of course, information questions begin with WH words like who, what, when, where, how, etc. And simple questions begin with modal verbs like do, does, did, can, could, may, should, will, shall, etc. Let's find out the subject in an interrogative sentence. Where are you going? In this sentence, you is the prime one about whom the entire question is made. So you is the subject, and if you cover up you will find the rest, that is where, going, etc. That is the rest of the sentence is predicate. In a simple question or interrogative sentence, we shall begin with modal verb. Do you know German? Here, you once again is the subject, and you cover up you, and the rest of the question is predicate, including the verb, modal or finite, both. In an imperative sentence, mostly the imperative sentences are set either in the form of an order or question or advice. Well, it may also be a suggestion, invitation, etc. Let's talk about order. Stand up. Yes, in this sentence, it is an order, and here you, the implied subject, is to be understood from the expression. Here it means you stand up. So, you is the subject and stand up is the predicate. May I drink water is an advice, also an imperative sentence. Here, I is the subject, and if you cover up with your finger, the rest of the sentence must be the predicate. Abstain bad companions is an advice, an imperative sentence. Here, you is also implied, so you is the subject, and abstain bad companions is the predicate. In an exclamatory sentence, here too, in the same manner, we can find out subject and predicate. What a beautiful sight! Here, the subject is a beautiful sight. So, the rest one, what a, or if we know for certain the site is the sole subject and the rest, whichever I told you, is the adjunct to the subject. Here the rest should be predicate. Again, in an optative sentence, that is the sentence that expresses wishes, we can find out subject and predicate. Had I but the wings of a dove. Here, I is the subject. The rest of the sentence is predicate. If we know subject and predicate quite clearly, then we can frame the different kinds of sentences according to meaning. Well, I am talking about the 5 kinds of sentences. This will lead to our discussion later on to clauses and thereafter to the 3 formations of sentences where we can find simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence. All those will be discussed the next day. Thank you for joining. I hope you have understood a little bit about subject and predicate for today. Thank you, my students. Have a nice day.